Welcome and thanks for stopping by. Today I'll be making Cajun beans and rice. Let's start cooking. Okay, so in here I have some pinto beans that I've picked. You know, you have to pick out the broken ones, the ugly ones, and you may have some rocks or whatever. And so now I'm going to rinse these off with cold water. Okay, I rinsed these about 5 times until the water ran clear. And you can soak these overnight or for a couple hours or however you want to do it. But I'm just going to put them on the stove because when you soak them sometimes they start to peel and get all ugly. And you want your beans to look nice and pretty. So this is the way I'm going to do it. And into this water, excuse me, I'm going to add some magic syrup. And it's by Maggie. And it has lots of flavor. So maybe, you might want to try it. I'm going to add these in, and I'm going to, I think that's enough because I'm only using a cup of beans so I only use half a package. I'm only using a cup of beans because, it's only 2 of us, and I don't like to overcook, which is a really hard thing. Okay, so I'm going to put these on the stove. I'm going to turn them on high, and then when they start to boil, I'm going to bring them back down to a medium, and we're going to let them cook. It's probably going to take about a couple of hours, but we'll see. So when they come to a rolling boil like this, then you turn your heat down to half. And it'll start to boil slowly. And you're going to have to check in because this water could cook out. If it does, you can just add more water or chicken broth or whatever you like. So when it starts to get low like this, just add more liquid. I'm just adding water. Water. Cover and let it continue to cook. Okay, the water got low. Like I told you, you have to go in and check. Continue to check. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt and some pepper. I don't know if I told you, if you don't have any the Maggie that I showed you, this just has a lot of flavor in it, then it's fine. You can use some chicken bouillon. Okay, we're going to cover. Oh, let me stir this a little. Sorry. Believe it or not, this juice already tastes good, and it's been about 45 minutes. Ouch. And it tastes good. Okay, we're going to let that continue to cook. Okay, I have 2 buds of garlic. Just going to chop these up. It's been about an hour that they've been cooking. And so now that they're halfway there, I'm going to start adding in my ingredients. I didn't want to add them in too early because you don't want, them to cook away. Sometimes you can cook that flavor away. It won't be intense enough or as strong as you like it, and you'll end up having to add more. So I'm just going to add these ingredients little at a time so we can keep the flavor. Keep that flavor. A little bit more. And I'm going to add it into my beans. Stir these up. Cover and continue to cook for about 10 minutes. I have a couple of slices of onion, about so thick. And I'm just going to chop these up. Okay, that's about enough. And into my beans. Really good. Stir. Takes a little bit. Good, good, good. Cover. Let it continue to cook. I have a piece of green bell pepper and a piece of bread. I'm going to cut these out. I don't think I want that much green. So cut aside. And always have your outside down because it's so much easier to cut that way as opposed to right side up. We've been cooking about 2 hours. That's good enough. And we're almost there. We just need those beans to cook down and to thicken. They're pretty tender right now. I have some cornbread that I've already made, and this recipe is really delicious. I make it with Jiffy, and I add a few of my own ingredients in there. Buttermilk, whole milk, butter, what else? A box of Jiffy, 2 eggs, and I added a couple of tablespoons of self-rising cornmeal. And I cooked it for about 45 minutes. You just leave it cooking until it's done. And then I buttered the top with some good old butter. And it is delicious. You know, you want to change up every now and then. You eat the same thing the same way all the time. It gets pretty boring. So you just try something different. You don't fail until you try, right? Right. And I'm going to add some of these. I'm going to let it cook and see if I need to add more. Because bell peppers are so strong. They can really mess the dish up. I think I've said that several times to you, and I say it because I mean it. Unless you really love bell peppers, and I'm not one of those that really loves bell pepper that way. See, they're so potent already. But this is Cajun. Excuse me, I'm sipping. I have some garlic powder. Add some of that in. Even though we've added garlic. A little extra flavor. And I have some Tonys. But I'm going to be really careful with this because it has a high content of salt. Like I always say, there's nothing worse to me than salty food. It's horrible. Too salty, I should say. And that varies from person to person, I guess. That's what it's going to make you say if you give it a try. It's a little tiny bit more. We'll let that cook and then we'll see if we need to add more. And I have some complete, Sazon complete, and it's salty too. It's gonna let you know it's there. It has so many different spices and whatnot in there. So just do a little bit of that. We're gonna let it cook together. I'm gonna turn it up because I want it to start to thicken. I'm gonna taste it once again. Don't forget to taste. We're coming along. Going to cover and let it continue to cook. Cook on, beans, cook on. Okay, here I have some sausage. And these, I mean, you can add any type of sausage that you like, but these are called Big Daddy sausage. And these come from Alabama. And you probably can't find them here, but they're really good and delicious and flavorful. And this is going to add some more flavor into my beans. See how it's thickening up? We don't have much longer. I'm going to cook these in, and I'm going to taste. And sometimes I might add a little bit of butter. I may or may not, but I'm going to let these cook down for about 10 minutes or so, and then I'll check and see. Gonna add a little bit of red pepper. You can use flakes or cayenne, same thing. Okay. I decided to add just a little bit of butter, just for flavor. You don't want it to taste buttery. You just want it to add a little flavor. And, you know, this is optional. Add and take away whatever you want. I always say make it your own. They're really tender, so I'm trying to be careful tossing them around. You don't want a pot of raggedy beans. You don't want them broken up too bad. That is that. Let's plate some up. Need some juice. Might need a little bit more. That's a big filling meal for you. We're going to add a little bit of dried parsley on top, just for color. And there you have it. You see it. Yep, there you have it. Try it. You might like it. And thanks for watching. Remember to pray. Then pray some more. Pray for her. Pray for him. Pray for you. Pray for them. Pray for us. Don't stop praying. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Tap that bell if you haven't. Share with friends and family. And comment. Please, I would love to hear from you. Well, until next time, that's it. And that's all. Boop. Love ya. Later.